Test. Alpha is online.
For honor!
Your team is picking.
Gonna give it a shot, only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero.
Welcome to my
Your
castle,
team is
my
picking.
friend.
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Summer Invitation Swiss Knockout stage. We're gonna have another set of best of one series occurring tonight. It's gonna be Darkstars versus a Realm of Kings for the first best of one match. And starting off with the Realm of Kings, we're gonna have Diggy, Minotaur, and Tigreal bands, which still, again, we saw this yesterday, but weird to me that you're banning out set tanks and Diggy as well. Anyways, Realm of Kings gonna have the Vexana, the Hylos, Yuzong, Dairoth, and Clint. On the side of Darkstars, we'll have the Terizla, Ixia, Valentina, Grok, and Granger Jungle. Just give me a second while I switch on my laptop. Alright, but in the meantime, you can tell me in the stream chat which team you think is going to come out on top in this specific match. And let's see if you're right or not. For me, I'd have to probably, to be honest, I feel like Realm of Kings, they do have a relatively better draft. We have the Yuzong to go straight on to the Ixia. The Clint, of course, as well, does amazing damage in the early game. We'll be able to burst down like Rock and Terizla, for example, assuming he's not CC'd to death. Valentina for Darkstars, but I'm not sure how that would be. But Solstice might get taken out right here due to the vengeance coming in from this Hylos. Hylos will get taken down though due to the turret damage, but that's a trade I'd make any day. But yeah, Solstice on that Grange jungle gonna be a little bit slower to snowball now that he was the first blood taken out in the early minute of the game. Grok in a little bit of danger here, but Valentina right out there to back him up. Looks like both rotations are going to be relatively safe. Of course, I'd understand it from the side of Darkstars, not so much from Realm of Kings. They do have a Dairoth. It's imperative that they do try and get a snowball. Solstice might be looking for this Clint right here. Uses the ultimate. Amir able to bob and weave out of that first kill of Granger. Now that should be an easy turtle for the side of Realm of Kings, as they probably, they're gonna go on to Kaio. He's gonna use a flicker, but will fall to the Vexana as the Black Dragon form gonna come through. Eternal Guard as well onto Solstice. He gets petrified. taken down by Apex. To be honest, I felt like the Terizla could have gone in, but you try and bail Solstice out, but I think he didn't want to risk both of them dying. They looked pretty stacked. There was a Dyroth as well. And so far, let's have a look at the items being bought. Fury Hammer for both Clint and Dyroth. You can see the penetration coming through on Grok. He's not exactly a squishy hero. But yeah, Solstice kind of struggling for gold right now. His second least gold on his team, just above the jungler. I mean, you know, the Roma, my bad. Hylos kind of did clean 30, but he should be fine. He does have overwhelming presence in the lane. We have the Valentina stealing away the Black Dragon form. Solstice gonna be petrified, taken out once again to Yuzong's passive. And this Granger is not having a good game at all. Gonna go on the Terizla as well. Takes a few hits, but should be quite fine. I'm not sure if this Granger is in the position to contest this. He gets stunned up by the Hylos, taking quite a bit of damage. Eternal Guard misses its mark. But yeah, I mean, there's a good disengage from Darkstars. But Realm of Kings does have massive presence in their jungle. The Solstice is taken quite low by the Dyroth, gets poked down from Clint, and that will be his 4th death of the game. Really not what you want to see in your jungler. Oh yeah, so guys, I do have, I think, some network issues, so just let me know if the stream quality is good or bad, and I will try and fix it. Black Dragon form coming in from this Valentina. Bit of a weird play here, and I mean, Grok is ready, Ixia is ready. It didn't want to commit. Now in the bottom lane though, Terizla is struggling against this Yuzong, who is right now, it does have 1 kill. But they have a turtle. Next, 2 turtles actually. Alright, now we can see the results of having this early game pressure. As a bottom lane tier 1 turret gonna fall, but Amir, he falls victim in the top lane. Did use the flicker, so I'm not sure, he was probably way too deep. Anyways, Vortex rotates into the mid lane, putting some map presence on there, as Darkstars gonna let Realm of Kings take the 3rd and final turtle. Alright, Vortex gonna get caught out here, doesn't have the opportunity to use his ultimate wild charge to get out of there. And he gets taken down quite fast. Black Dragon form gonna be used up by the Valentina. But not much she can do here, as the Eternal Guard is gonna drop down. Hylos gonna go through. Ixia falls. Valentina trying her best to get out of there. Darkstars trying to get the bottom lane tier 1, but the Black Dragon form was used for those fast rotations. And now Apex, he has overwhelming damage. Darkstars they're trying to be really careful, play around him, because even like right now you saw the damage from Apex onto the Terizla, onto the Grok as well. Having a look at the items here once again, he does have the Heptases, he has the Dominus Eyes for that extra tankiness. Might be going for the Malefic Roar next. In the top lane, Solstice barely manages to get out. Still Vexana looking for a kill, but you know, it's too far away. In the bottom lane though, Yuzong gets hit by the penalty zone as well as the wild charge. Petrify gonna come through. He's trying to heal Black Dragon form, try and get away, but we're gonna see another Black Dragon form to chase. I'm not sure though, is this a good idea? Okay, so yeah, Vortex should be quite fine. In the top lane though, I think that tier 1 turret was taken down. Darkstars, they kind of not sure what to do. Terizla gets caught out of position really, but uses a flicker, trying to get away, falls to the cleanse. Outrageous range. It's like at this point of the game, Ixia will have to be the one to save the game. It'll be the Ixia combined effort. Ixia, Terizla, Grok, probably the Valentina as well. Steal away like the Vexana ult. There's not much more to do right there. There's a big nasty wombo combo from this defenses that they're gonna be putting. Alright, the Eternal Guard gonna drop onto the Ixia. She's quite low, but she'll make it out. You know, here's the bad thing about this composition that Darkstars have. They do have the Granger. He's, to be honest, more like a mid-game hero, early to mid-game. He's not exactly a late-game hero. So in terms of late-game, we only have really Ixia to work with. Valentina, sure, maybe. I mean, her damage is the highest, but facing up against the Clint, she'll just get yeah, destroyed. Luckily, from the for the side of Darkstars, there's no purifies on Clint or Vexana, so really a wild charge, a good wild charge, a good penalty zone, Eternal Guard, or even the Hylos ult, I guess, to slow Realm of Kings down. With the full barrage coming in from Ixia, that's what it's going to take, literally. Granger will be there for moral support or cleaning up, I guess. But right now, kind of he doesn't outrange the Vexana. He doesn't outrange the Clint, so they're going to destroy him if he goes up close. Doesn't look like Darkstars want to contest this load. I mean, they can't. It is an enhanced load though. It's going to be very difficult. At the same time, Terizla in the bottom lane, trying to put some pressure right there. Just gonna see the yo. It isn't an announced load. All right, thought it was. Alright, this should be fine for Darkstars. It is a basic lord. But Realm of Kings, they seem to be doing a good job of sinking these lanes. Grok trying to delay the lord. That doesn't work out too great, but in the meantime, I mean, yo, this lord isn't going to crash into the turret. So we're going to see the full barrage come through. Yuzong in the back line right there. Petrifies with the knockup. Ixia going to get taken down. And Valentina as well. You know, still on the Hylos, the close range hero. Got busted down by the Vixana as well as the Clint. And I guess it could have been better, but one turret taken down, almost two. That's not bad for Darkstars. They're still, like, you know, comeback worthy. They're probably gonna see the second turret being destroyed right there. Alright, Eternal God gonna be stolen by the Valentina. Might just be trying to get that wombo combo I was talking about. I haven't seen, you know, much good flicker penalty zones by this Terizla. No, ever seen the same kind of combo from the Grok. So I'm hoping they pull it out last second right there. Gonna have to be careful of Apex. Scout her out. Yeah, as it looks right now, Realm of Kings, they're just chilling, waiting for the next lord. Having a look at items before the next lord comes through. I think Darkstars might want to contest this one. Halo's gonna use his ultimate. The lord is pretty much almost dead. Not much they can do at this point. They'll just have to deal with this enhanced lord as it comes through. Luckily, they have the Ixia. I'm not sure why she's building Blade of Despair. Surely it's like Golden Staff, no? Or Wind of Nature. But anyways, hopefully we'll be seeing the big damage from that Blade of Despair. Alright, the waves are synced pretty nice. Hylo's gonna come through with his ultimate full barrage as well. Penalty zone didn't manage to come through. And Granger trying his best, gonna get taken down by the Clint. That'll be GG's for the side of Realm of Kings as they take the first game tonight. Not much to say here. Clearly, it was quite the draft issue. Terizla is fine, Grok is fine. Ixia, probably not the best marksman you could have picked here. Especially, these penalty zones, this wild charges, weren't seeing it work out too great. Then, of course, we have the Granger. Could have worked out, but you play a Granger, you gotta play like an assassin, right? So, if Darkstars had potential to win this game, it was dead the moment Granger walked past that river and got taken out. But yeah, we are approaching the time for the next game, so let's go ahead and wait for that to come through. And Stay tuned, we'll be back in a few minutes.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for.
My
All is
name?
said and done.
It will come to you eventually.
I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all
You
my
are in a
life
flame that grows with such
closely.
purity.
I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. Darkness take control.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want now. This ain't what you want. Who alive can't put me in a box. I redefine any definition you got. I am the tiger, I'm making steps to the top. The flames, I whip it up, you just gotta hand me the rock. Take a seat, you cannot stand it. All I know, the flow harder than a Scotch bonnet. Don't try studying me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat. You'll be a fan when I start rapping. The way I'll have your fucking
Your
head
team
spinning.
is
I'm known to
ready.
spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blow me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted. Can't copy, printed. Can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I kick this beat. I'm
Virology is my craft. Iggy is my name.
It was predicted, persistent, spoken into existence.
Still
so
waters
consistent, no
run
assistance.
deep.
Here we
Your
want to become
team
addicted.
is
If I
dead.
breathe, then I live it. There's no cap and I'll be speaking this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Light me up and watch the world burn.
off what was left undone.
Find me in the corner of the room, not ready to resume, 'cause I can't take it. Don't wanna be alone,
This time,
but I'm
the choice is mine.
My mission is to protect lives.
Time to drop the beat of the clock. Greatest inventions. Humble and Koopa are the best partners in the world.
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to game 2 of tonight. It's gonna be another best of 1 series for this, how can I say, knockout stage. So here in this game we're gonna have Hydra versus How, and already we're on the second phase of the bans from the side of How. I mean, from the side of Hydra, we have the Diggy ban, the X-Borg, as well as the Terizla. From the side of How, we have the Barats, the Yuzong, and the Ling. Alright, so on How, we have the Hylos, the Xavier, Purple and Koopa, and might just be looking at a Yin right now. I think he might just go in and lock out that Alpha. A relatively strong pick in the current patch, whilst Hydra have the Minotaur, the Angela, which I'm assuming is going mid lane. They have the Joy, I'm assuming again, going to jungle. And time to see, we might be looking at an Arlot.
I will choose my own path.
Your team is picking.
Alright, so we're gonna be seeing Arlot locked in for the side of Hydra, surely going into the EXP lane, and then Inzanagi using the Harrod going to the gold lane, surely. And Odd Bean is gonna log in that Ammon, so we are gonna be looking at an Alpha in the EXP lane. Now, I mean, yo, Arlot is a good pick against the Alpha, though that could have been, you know, a flex pick. But in my head, the way the laning situation is gonna go is that, yo, Alpha uses the second skill, Arlot goes behind him and whatnot. But I do like that I'm seeing a flicker on this Arlot, probably going for a tanky build, which is pretty good. I like to see it. And then we have the Joy with the Angela. An extra sustain plus CC on top of it is the Minotaur, and then we also have the Harrod. The only bad problem is that for heroes like Alpha, well, you know, relatively tanky hero, Hylos as well, they can understand that the main damage is coming through from magic damage dealers. So the only thing I would change about Hydra's comp is taking off the Harith and putting something else, even though works well with the Angela, but still, yo, and Athena's shield, radiant armor might be done for Hydra. Let's just see how he plays though. Hylos all the way up at the red buff. I'm not sure what the aim is here really. And already Joy is level 3. Okay. Hylos going full invade right here. He does take like 20% more damage. Xavier trying to back him up, but nah, that's gonna be first blood for the Angela as Hylos overstayed, overextended. And Ammon might be having, no, I think he's just trying to figure out why he's still not level 4. Alright, I think Xavier might be having some connection issues right here. Should be back. But yeah, Outwits as well as Angela are gonna be level 4 by the time this by the time both teams are ready to start the startle. Ammon just getting the red buff once again. A little bit of extra level right here. He is still 1 level behind the Joy. This could be a retro gap. Okay, Hylos trying to zone out. Final slash gonna come through. And the electrifying beats not really doing that much damage though. Not right now. Yeah, I mean, nobody really died. Turtle went through to the side of Hydra. Flicker committed by Sagittarius. All Hydra needs to do now is kind of wait for that mid-game power spike. Alright, Poople and Cooper managed to do a lot of damage onto this Harith. Hard guard gonna come through as well. But yeah, no casualties once again. Ammon lurking into dangerous territory right there though. I have the feeling that he doesn't really know how to use this hero. Turtle has spawned in. I think both teams trying to get ready for this turtle. I think if How wants to delay the power spike coming in from Hydra, they're gonna have to try and compete for this one. Hard guard gonna go through on Joy, electrifying beats as well. Alpha gonna go into the Minotaur. Minotaur Fury gonna come through. Alpha quite low, gets taken out by the Joy. Hylos low as well. Ammon Gets CC'd by the final slash. Xavier has to run away. Amon claims a kill onto Minotaur. But now members of OW have to disengage. Amon still in the area to try something for this. He's getting zoned out quite a bit by this Arlot, and unfortunately didn't have the opportunity to kind of contest it with the retribution battle. Yo, Hyla's gonna go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I'm not sure. I'm not really liking the team composition of how right now. I mean, they have, Poopa and Koopa can stop the Joy in her tracks. Have this really beefy Hylos as well. That I do not think Joy and Harith can kill, and not late game anyways. If this game reaches like late, like let's say 20 minutes in, and we have this Hylos, we have this Alpha with that Athena's, that Radiant Armor, slapping an Oracle as well. Same for Poopa and Koopa, same for Xavier, maybe Athena's Shield and Winter Crown. I do not think Hydra is going to win this, but that depends if it reaches late game. So far, so good. Hydra, they're approaching that power spike. How can I say? Without too much trouble. It'll be up to how to try and survive it. I mean, look at the damage coming through on the second turtle from that electrifying beats. Joy, she was untouched, due to the hard guard. And then we have the final slash as well to push those enemies back in, from when they try to run away from the Joy. My prediction, this game probably ends at 15 minutes or so. 18 minutes at best with the Luminous Lord. Assuming Hydra actually plays this draft well. See, the Xavier is missing a lot of combos as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I can't judge the Ammon too hard. This assassin is literally the one assassin I can't play. So I don't know. Like, I can play the Lance, I can play the Gushin, can play the Fanny if I really want to. But Ammon, I don't know. Oh, we have both teams kind of setting up here for the third turtle of the game. I think if Hydra takes the turtle, that basically secures their power spike. Big final slash, putting Armon and Poopa and Koopa. I mean, no Fury gonna come through. They're not gonna survive as Electrifying Beast comes through. Hylos, the last one left alive, and he's not gonna make it out as well as Joy picks up the double kill. Alpha gonna make a trade here in the top lane for the tier 1 turret, but that's not gonna cut it. I mean, it's something, yes, but I mean, three members just died, plus the turtle was taken away. So, yo, if Hydra plays this right, 15 minutes, that's all it's going to take. Alpha zoned off that tier 1 turret. Alpha doing a lot of damage onto both Arlott and Ammon. Minori Fury gonna come through here. I'm not sure if Ammon has the second skill. Oh, he does. He might be able to claim a kill here, but he gets stunned up by the Alpha. He does get the kill onto Minotaur. Ammon, sorry. Sagittarius will be able to run away, electrifying beats on Xavier. The Herald takes the kill. Now Herald, he's not dashing much. I'm not sure what's going on. Alright. So, cancel the power spike. I think Hydra just got shut down. Yo. Okay. Hylos gets taken down, Sagittarius comes back and dies again. Guys, why am I seeing a Thunderbelt right now on this Harith? I'm thinking to myself, why can't Harith dash? Alright. Right now Hydra just made things 10 times harder for them. Remember when I said Radiant Armor and Athena Shield is what it's going to take? Okay, so I'm not saying that being built for Alpha, but the Hylos, yeah, pretty much. He seems to be going for that Radiant Armor right about now. Plus that Dominance Eyes for, dealing with the Angela, dealing with the Minotaur. So he's going to be beefy in the next couple of minutes. Yo, Harold gonna get taken out here. Minori Fury lands on 4 actually, but he's taken quite low. Joy, you're gonna use the Electrifying Beast, doesn't have the Angela on her because for some reason the Angela is on the Arlott. Alpha goes back in, claims a kill onto Minotaur, and now he's just trying to run away. Flicker used by Sagittarius should be able to get this kill right here. There's a hard guard gonna come through just for extra added insurance. Alright, so, yes, Hydra still came on top, but these are far too many casualties. It's cutting way too close. And Sagittarius is gonna start up the first load of the game. Hylos is here to give vision on it as the members of How Rush. Yo, why is Purple and Cooper even just trying to bust down? What is going on? Hot Beam is gonna get taken out right there just by the Angela, and now this Lord should be going to the hands of Hydra. 4 immobilizes right here. Purple and Cooper way too deep, gets killed off by the Harrod. Hylos next in line, possibly gets killed off by Arlott. Alpha gonna go in onto the Herald. The hard guard comes through. And yeah, this is the Lord that How he's gonna have to deal with right now. I think they shouldn't lose a turret right here. Yeah. They should be completely fine. They lose a tier 2 in the bottom lane though. Think right now is gonna be very difficult for Amon to try and take pickoffs unless he's with someone. Like on his own, he's not getting anything. Angela has way too much sustain. He has way too less items. And so yeah, I mean Joy can still get solo kills. Amon, no, not really. Okay, maybe he can on the Angela, but the final slash gonna come through. Hard guard as well. Minoi Fury gonna land on the dog. That's insane waste of a flicker. So 60 seconds left for this Lord, the enhanced Lord, and Minotaur won't have a flicker for pretty much a minute of it. Xavier not really doing too much damage right now. Still needs to build up that lightning truncheon. In the bottom lane, we're seeing Hylos and Joy have a 1v1. The hard garden comes through, I think, but the Minoi Fury gonna jump onto the Hylos himself as Pupil and Koopa are gonna try and burst him down. Amon claims the kill. Pupil and Koopa still in the middle of this dangerous situation as he's gonna get taken down by the Herald. Amon gets a kill onto the Angela, looking for Sagittarius. But yo, Inzanagi, yo, well yeah, he didn't put up too much of a fight. Didn't have the mana as well. But this is pretty much a cue for how to take this Lord. Make a pit stop by the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. This is pretty much a long-term investment. It's gonna make pushing so much easier, invading as well. I'm only gonna start up this Lord. Alpha doesn't seem to want to take it right now. I mean, they are outnumbered right now. Just seeing, in this game, there's like, both teams are taking chances to throw right here. So one time it's Hydra, next is Howl, next is Hydra again. Like a never-ending cycle of throws. Okay, now Hydra, they lost that lead that they were supposed to have created. Now they need to be really careful about how they're going to engage, when they're going to engage. Right, so Xavier didn't build lightning, he built glowing lantern. Right, when we're gonna have the Hylos use his ultimate for the retreat in the backline, though Pupil and Koopa trying to get the Herald, but the hard guard are gonna make him so tanky. In the back line though, Alpha trying to make the most of his situation as he's the last member left alive, but he's not going to be able to sustain 5 members. He does claim the kill onto Joy, but that's about it. As I think actually Angela takes him out. But yeah, I mean, this seems to be GG's for the side of Hydra. I'm not sure if members of how will make it back in time. Not really sure what happened in that last exchange anyways, how Amon and the rest of the team died. All I saw was the Alpha and Poker and Koopa. But yeah, that came to a very weird end. I know Joy did a lot of damage to that side. Yeah, I mean, for me, yo guys, can't lie, this is a very weird game. We have the Angela with Sky PSR. I mean, okay, alright, anyways, that's pretty much the end of that game. As we get ready for the next one, which will happen in a few minutes. So stay tuned and we'll be back.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us.
Your team is banning.
I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately.
Virology is my craft. Dicky is my name.
Need to clear my head. I just need to clear my I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
Mighty Oaks from Little Acorns grow.
I just need to clear my head. I just need to.
I will choose my own
Your
path.
team is
I
picking.
just need to clear my head. I just need to. I
Minotaur will finish off what was left undone.
Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know
My mission is to protect lives.
tonight we're gonna let it play. Tonight we're gonna let it just like the
Your team is
3,000 worlds, and not a single worthy foe.
the night sky tells all. Your team is
breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight.
A punch for a punch.
Your team is
Hey yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to this Summer Invitation Swiss Knockout stage. We're gonna have the third and final match of the night. It's gonna be Ray Zero versus Outwits Esports. Now, we've seen Outwits Esports play, I think it was yesterday. Did have a good kind of draft, has a good draft again right now. So looking to see how this goes. Ah, crap. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So, looking at the draft so far, we have Paquito in the EXP lane. There's gonna be a good kind of hero to put some pressure on this Lilia, right? To force her to use those magic shoes, the purify as well, and of course, so we have the Paquito, we have the Tigreal, Rome, we have the Zask. We've seen how well Zask does in previous games that we've had on stream. The Roger in the gold lane, very dominant force. Has to be careful against this Clint though. And then we have the Karina in the jungle. Now Karina, I mean, I guess it's good, does immune Clint's basic attacks. But not too sure too much about the rest of her kits. I haven't actually tried it out myself. But on the side of Outwits Esports, we have Yuzong in the EXP lane, one of the most dominant EXP laners out at the moment. We have the Lilia in the mid lane, right there, for that slow high damage as well. Lethal Wanderer goes over to the side of Outwit Esports as Lilia takes it up. Now Roger seems to be having some network issues, but yeah, we're gonna have this Clint high damage hero in the early game all the way up to late, and the Minotaur as well as Esmeralda as well. Not too sure why there's an Esmeralda. Usually Esmeralda is like a counter pick. The only really hero that she does counter is that Bakito. But yeah, the turtle has just spawned in. Both teams, your descendants not looking too healthy at the moment. Waiting on the team to come through. Malcolm still level 3. Not trying to create space just yet. Zask though, doing a lot of poke. Retribution comes through, but Lilia seals it. Usually I'm gonna jump in with the with Petrifier actually. Minoy Fury with the flicker as well. Bakito trying to run away, but gonna get cornered with the Black Dragon form as well. The Stick which is gonna back off safely. This is looking a little bit dicey for the side of Ray Zero at the moment. Already a good start, 2 kills plus a total for the side of Outwit Esports. So far, nothing too crazy going on right now. It's some standard rotations. Feel like Malcolm trying to make a play. Yo, in the top lane. Roger gets immobilized by the Clint. But the Clint has to be careful now. Tigreal has him in his sights. Doesn't have the flicker. Has an implosion though. And that should be a kill going over to Roger. But, you know, I don't know. Tigreal manages to get it somehow. In the bottom lane near the red buff, Zask ultimate going to be used up. Doesn't have that much damage in the early game. You know what? Never mind. I take that back. I mean, if Fury going to come through onto the Karina, she pays with her life for that red buff. And now there's going to be an easy turtle for the side of Outwit Esports. Paquito going to go in. Going to get cornered though. As he... Yo, that if that flicker was a second too late, that would have still been a kill. Okay, pretty much an easy turtle for Outwit Esports. Yo, Zaz taking a lot of damage from the Zulia. No Purify. Did I just see an implosion? Okay, I think Clint just managed to dodge that, you know, with the flicker. Anyways. Still, regardless of everything, Outwit Esports, they do have quite the advantage in this game right now. Roger gonna use a flicker to disengage from that lightning pounce. Outwit Esports, they're going to zone the members of Ray Zero away from the tier 1 turret. Master Chris in the middle lane. Not really in any sort of danger. This does still have the magic shoes to, you know, to play around with. But Outwit Esports, they playing heavily like objective based. They're gonna get the tier 1 turret in the middle lane now. Concealed play by the Tigreal. Minoy Fury gonna come through and 3 members knocked up. Should see Implosion right now onto the Esmeralda as Zask claims the kill. Paquito in the bottom lane struggling against this Yuzong. Alright, so for some reason I'm seeing a Thunderbolt on the Karina, so definitely looks like a tank build Karina, which is a bit weird to me, as we're going to see a pause right there. Let's send that through to the mods. And yo, I don't know, Roger with Thunderbolt. I mean, not Roger, it's Karina. Yo, I don't know, man. I was expecting to see some sort of damageable Karina. Yo, Tigreal with the Implosion comes through, even if it's on like one target, right? Like the Yuzong or the Esmeralda or the Clint. You just like bust that thing down with the Karina, with the Sky PSR and whatnot. So that's a bit of a wasted potential. Why not just go for a tank jungle instead? Like, what does Karina tank have to offer right now that any other tank jungle won't? But we'll see. I mean, we can use this stream to see if the tank Karina will start to work further on in the game. So far, not really, not yet. Does have the Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt is like a growing item, but still it only really helps with defense. Well, we'll just have to see what happens. But yeah, we're gonna go back into the game in a few seconds now. Handray Zero managed to deal with Outwits Esports as now moving as a team wherever they go, pushing Ray Zero off the objectives and just wearing them down. I mean, already the goal lead going over to about 2,000 right now. Nothing that Ray Zero can't, come back from, but look, I mean, most of the members of Outwits Esports have higher gold than Ray Zero's jungler, which is quite bad. But yo, Master Chris gets taken by surprise, didn't have the time to use the Purify even. I think there's a little bit of a skill issue as well, as the Implosion gonna come through. Minoy Fury knocks up all 5 members rather, and Clint's gonna have to flicker out. Flicker used by the Roger, he claims the kill as well. Now Yuzong, I mean, it was a good call from Ray Zero because Yuzong wasn't there, but now they're gonna have to really back off as Yuzong has arrived, flying a bit too much in the air. Manages to claim the Paquito, gonna go for the Tigreal next as well. Trying to find the Zask, but he's slowed way too much. Yuzong picks up some kills back for his team. Alright, Lord gonna spawn in a few seconds right now. Just doing some prep work. Esmeralda clearing the far lane. Goskov just checking the bushes, zoning the members of Ray Zero out. But at some point they're gonna try to push in. Danny being zoned off as well. Goskov gonna use the Black Dragon form. Gonna go in. Paquito, he's gonna be knocked out by the Minoy Fury. Now Clint gets a kill onto Ruler before he even has a chance to use the Nightmaric spawn. Roger has to back off. There's not much he can do there. No members of Outwits Esports were taken out. Master Chris managed to spot the Karina in the bush, and now he's going to be forced to disengage right there. But the Petrify going to come through by the dragon, by the Yuzong with the dragon tail. Descendants, he might just be able to get away, and he does. But looking at the Roger in the bottom lane, he's trying to put some side pressure right there. That's about as much as he could do. This Goldskop's going to go back and defend. Having a look at the items, I mean, that's good enough, I guess, for that Roger. Azar's gonna go ahead and use a Nightmaric spawn ahead of the Lord coming in on the bottom lane. Implosion onto 3. Black Dragon form gonna come through. Esmeralda claims a kill onto Zask. And now, Goskov, he lands, but he's not doing that much damage to Descendants. Remember, that's a tank build Karina. But Outwits Esports, they're getting whatever they want right now. I mean, yeah, it's a bit early. Might just be able to get the tier 1, the inhibitor turret right now. Roger goes in with the lightning pounce and just disengages with the flicker. But Outwits Esports, they're more than happy to leave with that one inhibitor turret. It's good enough for them, especially at that time of the game with that level of load. That's as good as it's going to get. Yo, Implosion gonna come through onto 2, but this is actually bad for A0 because there was there's no members there, just Zask and Tigreal, whilst the rest of the members was split up, doing some split push. Roger in the top lane, trying to create some sort of push going through there for some map pressure, but Outwits Esports, they want to punish this by getting the inhibitor turret in the middle lane. If they can get it, I mean, Roger does a good job of clearing the minions. Karina is right in there, goes for Master Crest, but he's gonna get punished right now by the Clint. Gotta remember, yo, tank Karina, hard to kill, yes, but hard to kill someone else as well. As Minato extremely slowed by the first kill. Your Implosion gonna go through onto Danny, but Clint is just shredding at the moment. So that's gonna be a double kill onto Ascendants. And now this, I feel like it's endable for the side of Outwits Esports. Roger gets petrified, couldn't. What? Huh? Yo, what happened there? I'm confused. I thought it was done. But lightning pounce comes through. Lightning pounce here from the Roger clears the minions, I assume, and I guess Outwits Esports didn't know. But anyways, that is the comeback that Ray Zero is looking for, thanks to the Roger, and they did claim the enhanced load as well, but it's still going to be very difficult to pull this off. They have 0 inhibitor turrets. They're all fighting. They're fighting super minions on each and every lane, and yeah, it's just going to be super difficult for Ray Zero to do something with it here. I mean, as long as they get at least one inhibitor turret, that's good enough. But Godskov setting his sights on Ascendants right here. I mean, they're both pretty tanky, so I don't think anybody's going for a kill right now. Oh, in the middle lane though, Danny was taken quite low. Ray Zero manages to get the tier 1 middle lane turret, but Lord is good as dead. So there's no hopes for Ray Zero to take any inhibitors right now. Now Bakito, he's gonna have to flicker out. Gonna see a flicker by the cleanse as well. Kinda funny. Yo, Danny chasing down Tenzo. Gonna use the retribution as well. Tenzo gets killed off. Nightmare spawn gonna come through by the Zask. Retreats quite nicely away from it. Black Dragon form here for the chase. And he does have the Petrify, so I mean Zask flickers out. And Godskov gonna pay for that. Overextending. Minoya Fury cancels out the implosion, unfortunately, but Descendant's gonna get killed off by the Clint, who is just popping off right now. Minion's gonna come through. This is pretty much endable. There's no implosion, no nightmare spawn. Yes, Tigreal can go ahead and do that. Buy some time. Paquito claims a kill onto the Clint. And Ray Zero just trying their best to defend their base. Roger gonna go in for the Minotaur. Yo, Lilia trying to end the base by herself. Uses the magic shoes. Roger trying to do as much as he can to either kill or clear. Right, but if Outwit Esports get this load, it's done. It's done. So they're gonna have to use everything they can, everything at their disposal to make sure they actually get this load. But right now they're just gonna try and focus on the Karina. A Black Dragon form gonna come through as well. Implosion is still being held. I think it has been used on the Yuzong right now, as Tenzo gonna claim the kill onto Minotaur. Gets the kill onto Godskov as well. Tenzo in the middle of 3 should be able to back away right there. Uses the flicker as well to disengage. Clint quite low, so he's not gonna be able to continue. They pop the immortality for the Tigreal, but Tenzo is just free doing damage right now. He's trying to claim the kill, trying his best. Descendants in the back. Is Danny... Yeah, okay. Alright. So stuff happened. Very long team fight. Lilia putting pressure in the base. Winter Crown comes through from the Karina. Esmeralda goes in as well. Nightmaric spawn used by the Zast. Yo, there's a lot of damage from the Clint as he falls to the Karina. Tenzo looking for a kill as well onto Master Crest, but Minotaur, he comes through and he makes them fall back. But now Clint, no, at the retreat, comes back, gets killed. not a good sign for Outwits Esports. You're gonna have to delay this load a little bit longer. They didn't want to take the disciplined route. Now the game gonna be extended by a few more minutes. Yo, Zaski's damage really popping off right now. Goskov gonna be forced to use the Black Dragon form quite early right now. Clint still making his way downtown. Goskov in the middle of everything. Minoy Fury onto the Karina. Nightmaric Spawn gonna come through. Have to be really careful. Goskov gonna get killed off with the help of Sky Piercer from Tenzo. And now Danny as well taking a lot of damage. But Ascendance, his immortality is gonna be triggered right now. As I think Ray Zero is finally done for now. They're going to back off, clear the lane. Yeah, they're going to clear the lanes. Have a look at the Karina build right there. But yo, let's see who actually gets this. Implosion might just come through. No, it's Danny who gets the Lord. And now it's just Outwits Esports laying waste to Ray Zero as best as they can. Tenzo comes through. Sky Piercer triggers for that immortality. Minotaur gets killed off right now. Master Crest uses a Purify. Ray Zero just trying to run away as fast as they can. Tenzo caught up a little bit here. Immortality going to be used up and Clint claims the kill. Now this is finally looking like it's GG's. You know, Black Dragon form gonna come through. Petrify onto the Zask. And yeah, that has to be GG's. There's no way, no matter how talented you are, there's no way you can throw at that point. But yeah, it was a good game from both teams. Ray Zero tried the best that they can. Almost had it. I'm not gonna lie, almost had it. If the Tigreal had used the implosion at that time, I'm quite sure the Lord would have gone to the side of Ray Zero, and they would have been the ones to be advancing to the main knockout stage. Yeah, looking at the stats, just some quick stats for you right now. Damage coming through, the push coming through from the Zask and the Roger putting in the work, you know, the Clint as well from the side of Outwits Esports. Master Chris doing a lot of, you know, that damage, zoning members of Ray Zero away. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. If you enjoyed the stream, please subscribe, like the stream, click the notification bell, and we'll be seeing you for the